Now I'm gonna show y'all how to make a jewelry box out of popsicle sticks. To start, you're gonna need approximately 100 popsicle sticks, which you can get a pack at the dollar store for 99 cents. You're gonna need glue. You can buy the expensive glues or just a pack of Elmer's glue, which costs you about $2. Don't have to buy that $10 little bottle of glue, the wood glue. This one works just as good. Also, you're gonna need some felt. It doesn't matter if it's the self-adhesive or the regular kind, but you are gonna need a piece. You can get this at any craft store, Joann's or Michael's, usually for about 75 cents a small sheet. Okay, also you're gonna want a blank sheet of paper just to write on in case you spill glue. You don't want to mess up your table or anything. Alright, so let's get started. You're gonna take, first you're gonna need 12 sticks for the base. You're gonna lay them out on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. As you see, some are crooked, some are a little bit warped. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be nice and pretty. It adds to the little charm. You want to put them all nice and evenly and straight together. Then you can take 2 of them. You're going to put glue. Oops, let me open the glue. All the way across. You have to make sure you do not leave any gaps because you want it to glue onto all the sticks. This is going to be your base. You don't want the bottoms to fall out. You're going to do the same thing on a second one. Again, all the way across without leaving a gap. You're going to put it on the second edge. And put a little bit of pressure. Remember, because of the glue, it will move, so be careful not to put too much pressure and move them out of place. Okay. Next, we're going to continue with the sides. At this point, it's just a simple form of stacking. Just put 1 dot of glue in each corner. And just stack them up into the corners. Again, as you're putting them, put a little bit of pressure, but not too much because of the glue, it will move. As you get higher, you might end up moving the entire base and knocking it over. Okay. Now, you will continue and just keep repeating the same steps. A dot of glue in each corner. And keep stacking them. You'll repeat this step probably about 14 to 15 times. It's up to you of how high you want it. I do it of 14. Gives it a nice little height. Not too big, not too small. Like I said, just going to continue this and go all the way to the height that you want. Just keep going. Now, for time purposes, I'm going to stop here. But all you have to do is keep going and just build it all the way up to the top. For right now, I'm just going to move it to the side. For time purposes, I have one that I built to the height that I've wanted. As you see, it is the same thing. All you have to do is continue to the height that you want. Again, 14 high, and it comes out nice and even. Let's move it to the side. Once you have it to the height you want and it's all glued, just put it to the side and let it dry. While it's drying, you go and make the lid. Lid, again, it's easy to do. All you have to do is you start off with the frame. 4 sticks, gluing them the same way we were doing the sides of the actual jewelry box, building a square box. Make sure they're nice and even. Come up. Again, a dot each corner. Oops. Should I put a little bit more on this side? Now, again, because of the glue, they will shift a little bit. So you can take this time to make sure they're nice and even, evenly spaced out into the corners of each other. Now, unlike the jewelry box, when you're making the lid, you want to stagger them. So, it's going to basically be like if you're making a staircase. Put the dot just inside of where the previous stick was, towards the center. So that as you go, as you see, you're basically staggering them so it's forming a staircase coming up. But you're not only going to do it on one side, you're going to do it on all sides. So it's going to come into the center pretty much almost like a pyramid. Again, because it's a glue, you got to take advantage when you first put it to adjust them to where you want them and let them dry. Now, again, you're going to continue this, staggering them all the way up till it comes into a point where you just put one at the end to cover the crease line. As you see, it's starting to look like a little staircase and it's coming up. You'll repeat this all the way up to the top. In total, it'll use approximately 30 popsicle sticks to complete all the way up to the top. Again, for time purposes, I have one that we've already completed. As you see, as it goes, it builds upwards until you have one final spot. Now, once it's all built, again, you put it to the side and let it dry. As it's drying, you want to take the chest part that you already did, the jewelry box, and as you see, I put a felt in it, just to add a little something for the inside to protect the jewelry. All it is take a piece, any sheet of felt and cut out a square 3.5 by 3.5 inches wide by inches long. Put some glue at the bottom and just put it right inside. There's no much work to it. If it is self-adhesive, you do not have to put glue at the bottom. Just remove the sheet and stick it to the bottom. Again, 3.5 by 3.5, and you'll end up with a little jewelry box that you can give. If you make it with your children, you can give it to mommy for Mother's Day, or you can give it to grandma for Mother's Day as a gift from the grandchildren. Hope you enjoyed it. And that's the how to make a jewelry box out of popsicle sticks.